Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So before I start, can one please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah. Python. Yes. So we had some introductory session in the last class. Okay. Just I'll take 5 minutes what we have discussed. So Python was introduced in the year 1989, but all of a sudden, why Python is suddenly super popular? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Okay. Python has got what? Yes. Python has first thing. Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python by migrating towards Python because of its very less coding, not even one-fourth coding as compared with other programming languages. The Python statements looks like a normal English statements. Simple syntaxes. Secondly, what? Simple syntaxes given by Python looks like normal English statements. And Python has got interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. It gives response for every statement you will get the output. This kind of interaction not possible in other programming languages. Multiple programming features. What all the programming features we got in different other programming languages? All the features we see in Python, because of which Python is mostly used today, widely used today for implementing different domains of different high-end technologies. It's wide varieties of applications. Any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. Automation applications using data, that is data science applications, DevOps in IoT, web applications, big data applications, networking applications, graphical applications, UI based animation applications, game development, especially for game development, different frameworks given by Python. Yes, embedded applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. Many built-in libraries. We don't need to write huge codings. Already many libraries available, modules, functions, classes are available. Using that, we can directly solve our operations. We don't write huge codings. Libraries. Many built-in libraries. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments. Many built-in libraries, thousands of modules. Whatever domain you are from, whatever environment you are from, Python is providing modules. Many built-in libraries, thousands of modules. Okay, and it's a general purpose programming. It's a general purpose programming. General purpose means for all the purposes. It's not for particular purpose, for all the purposes. That's why we call general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can. It's a high level language. It's a high level language. Easily understandable, it's portable, right? And it's a platform independent or machine independent. Platform independent, platform or machine independent, we say. It can run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. It's an interpreted language. Interpretation, line by line execution, supports all databases. It can connect with all databases. Extensible, programmer friendly, programmer programmer friendly programming, user friendly or programmer friendly programming, right, which provides simple syntaxes. So these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, interactive mode, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, thousands of modules, general purpose programming, high-level language, platform or machine independent, interpreted, supports all databases, extensible and programmer friendly programming, right? Yes. Before we go further, right, you need to know something about PSF, Python Software Foundation, Python Software Foundation, right? Yes, we say something like PSF. It is a non-profit organization. So yes, it is a non-profit organization. See, one more thing, Python is the language directly or indirectly you are going to touch. When you go to you go to a software field, directly or indirectly this Python, whether like data science applications, big data applications, networking applications, or writing automation scripts using DevOps, AWS, or using in robotics, in IoT, right? In many areas, Python is the mostly preferred language today, right? So PSF, Python Software Foundation, it is a non-profit organization. It is a non-profit organization devoted towards Python community. Python community, right? It was launched in the year. It was launched in the year. It was launched in the year 2001. Mm. The main objective to foster the development, to foster the development of Python from version to version, right? So non-profit was launched in the year 2001, right? In the year 2005, in the year 2005, Python Software Foundation received it received Computer World Horizon Award, right? The president for this, Guido van Rossum, the personality who introduced Python, same personality president for this, right? Where are the headquarters located? Headquarters, right? Yes. Delaware, US. Official website python.org. Official website python.org. This is the official website of Python from where we can download Python, from where you can see the documentation of each and every Python release. So, okay. So this is something about Python Software Foundation. It was devoted towards Python community, launched in the year 2001, almost like 24 years ago. An objective to foster the development of Python, received Computer World Horizon Award. The personality who developed Python, the same personality president for this. Headquarters Delaware, US. Official website python.org. So if I just take one example and show you, right, the coding of Python as compared with other programming, you can just observe how simple the Python statements as compared with other programming languages. Python comparison with other programming. I'll just take a task and try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can check how simple the Python statements as compared with others, right? Yes. Task, let me see the task. Just observe this task. Accepting two values. Just understand accepting two values from the user keyboard. From the user keyboard. and performing addition and performing addition. First, the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications, right? Yes, Python and Java, right? First, I'll write using Java. The code I'll write using Java. Later, you can see with how many less code. I'll just write the same code in Python. So if you got knowledge on Java, you can just go to the following code, right? Import java.io.star, right? Class sample, public static void main, right? String aux, throws IO exception, input stream reader, IS equal to new input stream reader, system.in, right? Buffered reader, BR equal to new buffered reader, ISR, right? System.out.println, system.out.println. Yes, enter the first number, whatever number you are entering by default taken as string, br.readline. The string whichever taken, right, I need to convert into int by saying integer.parseInt, integer.parseInt of s1. Yes, let's enter this these three numbers, right? Yes. Enter this system.out.println, enter the second number, string s2, br.readline, int j, integer.parseInt of s2, and finally saying system.out.println, system.out.println, finally saying I plus j, finally saying I plus j. Close this, close this and close this, right? Yes. So this is what the coding in Java. I don't know like how many of you understood this code. So in every statement you got some complex line. What is okay? I'll come back to this. I'll just show you the execution in both Python and Java. Takes hardly 1 minute. I am copying this to a separate notepad. I am pasting it here. Every statement ending with semicolon, right? Check it. Control S. So I'm creating a separate folder for this batch, right? Yes. I'm creating 1 second. New folder, Python 7 p.m. batch. Python 7 p.m. batch, right? Yes. In that I'm just saving it as sample.java. Say enter. At the bottom search panel, type cmd and go to the command prompt and come out of this existing path by saying cd Python 7 p.m. batch. I'm saying change your directory to Python 7 p.m. batch. Just I'm executing no sample.java. If any errors in this Java code, it will just display the errors here. If no errors, yes, no errors, you can execute the Java code. Just to see the output of Java. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20, sum is 30. So this is what the execution in Java. You can see the statements, right? If people from non-programming or zero programming, It looks complex to understand. What is class? What is public static void main? What is string args? IO exception, input stream reader, buffer reader, read line, parse int. These statements are little complex to understand it for the people who has zero programming knowledge. And that too, you can see that statements, the code task went with around 10 to 12 lines of code, right? The same task I'll implement in Python, not more than 3 lines. And no complex word, no complex statements. Just check with this. I'll just open the Python shell and directly I'll write this Python code in 3 lines. Simple English statements I'll use, no complex words. So to add two numbers, I want X and Y. So I want to input that enter value of X. You are asking to enter the value of X. Hmm. Input enter value of Y. Input enter value of Y. Input enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. That's it. X plus Y. That's it. This is the coding in Python. For the same task, the coding in Python. Do you see any complex word or complex statement here? Looks like normal English statement. The first statement you are asking to enter value of X. Whatever you enter, that will be taken by X. Enter value of Y. Whatever you enter, that will be taken by Y. Print X plus Y. Like normal English statements instructions, these Python statements will be. Simple syntaxes, very less coding, thousands of modules. Right, now save this. Let us execute this. Control S, you say. Control S for saving. Just I'll save it in the same folder, Python 7 p.m. batch. I'm saving it as test1.py. Any name with .py extension. Run this. Run module. Check it. Enter value of x10, value of y20, sum 30. Simple, right? Simple logic. Inputting the value of x, inputting the value of y. You won't see any complex word, no semicolons, no unnecessary statements here as compared with, yes, very simple statements. So one second, using Java, that is, and this is using Python. So Python statements will be simple like normal English statements. Yes. Mm. Now, Python versions. Python versions. Mm. So what are the versions we had till now? Python 1.x version released in the year 1989. Python 2.x version. 2.x version. It was released in the year 2000. 3.x version. The version what we are using is 3. It was released in the year 2008. Latest version of Python. Latest version of Python, right? Latest version. Latest version of Python. Python 3.13. Stable version of Python. Stable version of Python. Python 3.12. So the version what we'll be installing is by latest version 3.13. Stable version is nothing but mostly, if I can simple way I can say, mostly used version. So just hardly takes 1 minute for installing Python. So yes. So I'll show you how to run. Okay, I'll show you. It hardly takes 1 minute to install Python. So even in the cloud side, you can install without installing Python also how to work with Python. I'll show you just 1 minute in your local machine how to install Python step by step. Hardly takes 1 minute. How to download, how to install, I'll say. And also on the cloud, just directly you can work on the cloud environment also. Without installing Python, directly you can keep using Python. How you can work with that also I'll be showing you. I'll show you on different environments like a Google Cloud, like Cloud Writer, like Colab you got. On Colab, how we can execute the code. It will be similar to Jupyter Notebook. With installation, without installation of Python, how you can work. On your mobile phone also, you can write your code and execute your code anywhere in Windows, Linux, Mac OS, mobile phone, on cloud. Without installing directly, you can make use right executing the code of Python. So I'll show you on different IDs, not like other training sites. I'll show you on all the different IDs created by Python, like PyCharm, Spider, Jupyter, Eclipse, VS Code, Colab. On all these environments I'll be showing you. Tomorrow you go right in any environment, you can be able to execute the code. So step by step, I'll be showing you the downloading and installation process. And even people from Linux environment, how to do that. Python installation, right? Python installation. Before I go with this installation, right, just I'll go to the start programs, settings, within the settings, apps, features, apps and features. See these apps and features in that Python. Multiple versions of Python also can be installed. In my system, you can see 3.8 is there, 3.9, 3.10, 3.11, 3.12, 3.13. The latest version is 3.13. Multiple versions of Python I've installed in my system. You can work with which version, that also you can work, but the latest version I'm going to show you 3.13, right? Click on this. I'm uninstalling it and I'll show you from the scratch how to download and how to install. Right, hardly takes 1 minute, I'm saying. See, meanwhile, let it get installed. Right, python Python provides different softwares for different environments. It is providing different softwares for different environments. For Windows, for Linux and Mac OS, it is providing different softwares. Again, in Linux, Python by default gets installed, right? Whenever you install Linux by default, Python also you are going to get along with it. No need of any separate installation of Python for the Linux if you have got a Linux machine. But for Windows and for Mac OS, you are supposed to, yes, download and install, right? Is my voice clear to all? Once again, can anyone please confirm me, right? Hello? Yes, can anyone please confirm me whether my voice is clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, fine, fine. So yes, for Linux, no need of any installation, but for Windows and Mac, we are supposed to download and install. Especially for Windows, right? Python providing two softwares Python is providing. You may ask why two softwares for Windows means depending upon your operating system, if your Windows is a 32-bit or 64-bit. If 32-bit, then separate software 32-bit is available. If 64-bit, separate software for 64-bit is available. You may ask, how can I check whether my Windows is a 32-bit or 64-bit? Okay, just very simple, right? Whenever you go to that My computer, right? That is my PC, this PC. See, if you go to this, right, this PC is there, right, whether it is displaying your drives here, this PC, right click on this PC and say properties. Right click on this PC and say properties. What it is saying? 64-bit operating system. I hope everyone has got 64-bit. If anyone using the old versions of Windows like Windows 7 or Windows 8, and if you've got 32-bit, you are supposed to download 32-bit Python software. So here 64-bit. So now just I'm closing this. Yes, I'm closing this. So just I'll open, right. I'm just open this Chrome browser. Yes. What is the official website for Python? Python.org, right? Python.org is the official website for Python from where you can download and install this Python. So you can see this PSF. Just now I was talking about PSF, Python Software Foundation, documentation for Python, everything you can see. See the documentation you can see, right? And any in the versions, what is removed, which got deprecated, which are got removed in this latest versions, and any new features got added, everything you can see in the documentation. Clear documentation is provided. And for downloading Python, go to downloads. In downloads, you can see all releases. You can see all releases. Click on all releases and scroll down your page. Just scroll down. Active Python releases. Don't go for it. I'm looking for a specific release that 3.13.7. That is the latest version released 10 days ago. August 14th, it was released 10 days back. Click on that, it gets opened. 3.13.7 and scroll down to the bottom of this page where you can see files, all files. For Mac OS, you can go with Mac OS 64-bit universal installer. If you just click on this, your download will start. And for Windows, I said two. Windows installer 64-bit if you are Windows, 64-bit. For 32-bit, go for 32-bit, right? Because Python is an interpretation language, statement by statement execution. So Windows installer, I'm clicking on this Windows installer. So download started here. Can you check it here? One download in progress. So hardly it takes just 10 seconds to download because its size is 27.5 MB, right? The size of this Python 20. Just click on that. Otherwise, go to the downloads folder and click on this python.exe. You will get a window in this way. Yes, a window gets open in this way. Don't immediately go for installation, everyone. Even just like Java, you need to set environment variables. But in Python, no need to set all those things, environment variables, all the setups. If you select this option, add Python to path, add Python to path, this you select. Most of you will forget to check this. So check this first before you go with the installation. What will happen? The Python path will be added to the path variable of OS so that Python will be recognized from any drive. So don't forget this. Otherwise, you need to do this manually, setting environment variables, adding your path, everything that you need to do, right? To avoid or to skip that, just add Python to path. That is enough. Go for customized location so that you can choose the location where you want to install. Go for this customized installation in the documentation pip ideally Python test suite. Everything are pre-selected, everything are in selected, right? Just say next, just say next, and shortcuts for install applications, add Python to environment variables. These are selected. And can you see the installation location where it is getting installed by default? In C drive, in users, in Dell, in app data, local, programs, Python, Python 313. So these many subdirectories you need to enter, right? Tomorrow, if you want to locate Python where exactly it is available, you need to enter into all this, right? So it is a typical, it's a complex task. So instead of doing so, just what I will do, I just wants to install my Python in just a C drive. Keep your mouse here, remove all this big path, remove all this big path in C, yes, slash Python 313, 3.13, right? The version. A folder with this name, Python 313, is going to be created in C drive automatically. See, a folder with what name? Python 313 is going to be created automatically in the C drive. In that folder, Python 313, your Python is going to get installed. Hardly it takes 30 seconds for installing Python. Check it now. Just say install. Just say install, right? Yes. Okay, almost done with the installation. Yes, once it is installed, let us check whether it is properly installed or not. Whether it's properly installed or not, right? Yes. Okay, setup was successful. Clearly, it is saying setup was successful. Close this. Whether it is properly installed or not, how will you check? At the bottom search panel, type CMD, say enter, and type Python here, and say enter. So understand here, right? Any valid, can you see this Python version, what we have installed, you can see. And these three arrow symbols, any valid Python statements, you can type and check. Check it, any valid, I am asking, what is 23 into 45? It gives the response. What is that? 1035. So I'm asking x equal to 10, y equal to 5. I'm asking what is x value? What is y value? What is x plus y? X minus y. X into 2, 10 into 2. X to the x square, 10 square. A equal to Ajay. B equal to Kumar. So in this way, no need to define the data types also here. Directly you can give this in Python. A plus B, Ajay Kumar. A is Ajay, B is Kumar, Ajay Kumar, right? X equal to hello, right? X into 3. X into 5, hello for 5 times it prints. If you say quit, it will come out of this, right? Yes. This is what interactive mode we say in Python. We can interact statement by statement. This kind of interaction you won't see in other programming languages. Okay, so coming back here, right. Mm. Python installation, if anyone using Python in Linux environment, you want the latest version of Linux, this Python to be installed in your Linux machine. You can use a command in Linux, right? Everything you do from the root user in Linux, sudo apt-get install Python 3.13, right? Yes, this is fine. So that is what something about Python versions and Python installations. Very simple installing, right? Later I'll show you without installing directly how we can use Python and how to run the code. Means in online how we can open and how in Colab, Google Collaborate, how without installing Python directly we can execute our Python statements. I'll just show you. But before that, you need to know something about Python execution modes. Python execution modes. What are that? Two modes of execution. Two modes of execution. Interactive mode. Second is like batch mode. Interactive mode and batch mode. Two modes of execution, interactive mode and batch mode. Interactive mode, if I talk right, here we directly type Python statements. As I said, here we directly type Python statements on the interpreter. We directly type Python statements on the interpreter, and the user can easily and the user can easily interact with the Python statement by statement. User can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For each and every for each and every statement, it gives a response. What is the advantage of this interactive mode, right? Advantage, if you say the advantage, right? Yes. If you doesn't know about any Python functionality, you can type in check, and based on the response, you can easily analyze what is it for. Test the functionalities of Python. Check it to test the functionalities of Python. And to learn Python. To test the functionalities of Python and to learn Python. Batch mode. Here we write a set of statements. Here we write set of statements within the editors or IDEs. Here we write set of statements within the editors and editors or IDEs and save it by using .py extension. Here we write set of statements within the editors or IDs and save it by using .py extension and later submitting to Python. And what are the various IDE means integrated development environment. In real time, we use these IDs. I'll show you what are the various IDs and how to install, how to execute on those. Not on a single ID and multiple IDs, I'm going to show you. What are the various editors? Right? Where we can write the Python code. Within the notepad, you can write a Python code and create a .py. Within the edit plus vi nano within the notepad edit plus, right, vi and nano.
VA and Nano for Linux, right?
These two are for Linux, these two are for Windows. These first two are for Windows environment, these two are for Linux. Means we can write a Python code in any text editors and create a .py in the case of editors. But in case of IDEs, right, in real time we use this IDEs, IDE, integrated development environments, right? Python is providing various IDEs. So like PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, Jupyter Notebook, Jupyter Notebook, VS Code. Understand? PyCharm, PyDev, Commodore, Spider, Eclipse, Jupyter Notebook, and VS Code. And later I'll show you in Colab, Google Colab, right? Yes. So PyCharm, PyDev, Commodore. So you may ask why this many IDs for Python? Why not one or two? Means Python is used for different environments using different IDs. Like typical, like for data science applications, Jupyter Notebook is mostly preferred, Spider is preferred, and for big data applications, Spider and Jupyter Notebook is mostly for web applications, PyCharm is mostly preferred, VS Code is preferred, right? In this way, for different environments, different IDs are used. Mostly used among all this, the mostly used IDE for Python, mostly used one is PyCharm. So step by step, I'll show you the downloading and installation process of all these IDs. Not on a single ID, I'll be showing you on multiple IDs to work, right? Yes. Mhm. Okay. So just I'll take 10 minutes more. So before that, these are the various IDs. Just I'll take 10 minutes. In that, I'll be discussing developing the first Python application. Developing the first Python application within a editor, any text editor, example like Notepad. How we can do it within this Notepad? See, just I'm writing open Notepad and type the following Python statements. See, up to now we didn't discuss anything about Python or Python statements. Just I'll take two values like this. X equal to 10, Y equal to 20. I just want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations. A simple way. X plus 5, print X minus 5. These Python statements look like normal English statements. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? Okay. So just do it. I'll do it practically. Just I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. Just I'll open notepad, just sample code, Python code. Yes, two values in performing addition, subtraction, multiply. Control S to save. Same in the C drive. Python 7 p.m. batch. I'm saving it as sample1.py. Sample1.py. Save it. So just I'm writing the same here for your understanding. Save as sample1.py. And now submit this file. And now submit this file to Python. Submit this file to Python as how to submit this sample1.py file, right? In the bottom search panel, type cmd. Go to the command prompt saying enter. Just say Python. If you say enter, it will go to interactive mode. Don't go for interactive. So where the file is available in the C drive, specify the path in Python 7 p.m. batch and the name of the file sample1.py. Just the file name, present in which folder, present in which drive, submit the entire path to Python. That's it. Say enter. Hit enter. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20, right? This is what, right? Control C. Okay, so this is what how to submit, right? Just say Python and submit the entire Python. But here, what is your observation here? We are writing the code. We are writing the code at one place. If you observe here, we are writing the code at one place. Where you are writing within the notepad and creating a .py and executing at the other place and executing at the other place. Where within the command prompt you are executing. But to write and execute, to write and execute at the same place, we have IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment, which comes along with Python installation, using which we can write and execute at the same place. Now understand how I'm going to open this IDLE and how I can write the same code. Execute this code, writing and executing at the same place. I'm copying it. See at the bottom search panel, you can say IDLE. IDLE Python 3.13 gets opened in this way. It's Python 3.13. If you want to interact, you can interact here. This one way of opening. Otherwise, go to your start programs. You'll see all that installed apps. In that A, go to P. In the installed applications, go to P, Python 3.13. If you click, what is the first one you see in this 3.13? Right. IDLE, right? Click on this IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment. You will get this Python shell. If you want to interact, I'm asking what is 3 plus 5? It gives the response. I doesn't want interactive mode. I want batch mode. Because for developing applications, we go for batch mode, not interactive mode. Only for learning Python, for testing Python, right? You can just check with this. File, new file, you say. Now you will get this run option. You can write your code here and run your code here. Just write your code, run option is there here. Run your code. Before that, save your code. File, save. In Python 7 p.m. batch folder, just I am saving it. Sample2.py. Yes, say enter. Now run module, you can say 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. Once again execute it, run module. Enter X value 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 10 by, right? Yes. So this is how to write and how to execute within this ideally, right? So understood everyone? So this how to execute within this ideally. So today I was just showing you right reasons which makes Python super popular. Python has got these many features. What is Python Software Foundation? PSF, right? Non-profit organization. It was launched in the year 2001. Python compares with other programming. I showed you how the statements of Java looks with how the statements of Python, simple statements, Python versions, installation, interactive mode. So various editors and various IDEs, developing the first Python application within editor and also in IDLE I showed, right? Yes. So we'll be spending around for Python core and advanced for Python, right? I'll be spending nearly 60 to 70 hours, right? In brief, step by step, I'll showing you all this. So once again, you can have a look on this course content in brief, in depth. I'll be discussing, right? Yes. So different modules of Python I'll be discussing during this course related to different environments, and also I'll be showing you how to create our own modules in Python. So Python basics, what is Python? History, applications, features, advantages, installation, levers, comparison between other programmings, Python modes, interactive mode, batch mode, editors IDs, data types, constants, variables, comments, type conversions, comments in Python, strings, operators in Python, Python IDs, PyCharm, working with Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, one working with Anaconda Navigator, Anaconda distributions, right? Anaconda Prompt Navigator, Jupyter, Spider, on Google Colab, flow control statements, looping statements, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections, list, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, right? Yes, modules in Python, package in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database access. Python means how to install a database like MySQL and how to connect with this by writing Python code only how we can perform creating table, inserting, performing various operations. Python date and time module, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorator, working with CSV, XML, JSON, GUI programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, especially the main modules libraries of Python, major Python pandas module in brief, Python NumPy module in brief, and matplotlib module in brief. These three modules in brief I'll be discussing, right? Yes. Matplotlib for plottings, NumPy numerical Python, Python pandas. I said there are many jobs available, lakhs of jobs available for this. You know this idea about this NumPy pandas and matplotlib. I was showing you in the last class, right? You see if you open Google, right? NumPy numerical Python, NumPy pandas, matplotlib jobs is a 1,85,000, 1,85,000 NumPy job vacancies. Yes, even pandas jobs is if you have knowledge on this pandas. NumPy jobs, lakhs of jobs, and pandas Python jobs. Lot of jobs you have got on this libraries. Just shall we discuss pandas. Python, NumPy, and Pandas jobs, lakhs of jobs for this. And apart from this, right, I'll also be discussing apart from this Python core and advanced, right? This 30 topics belongs to Python core. Apart from these 30 topics, Python framework like Django and Flask, both I'll be discussing. Django framework in brief, and especially this Django batch is a hands-on batch. Not listening to the sessions, you'll be doing parallelly along with me. And Flask also one more framework I'll be discussing. And UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and MySQL, right? It will be discussed. And just check with this, right? Yes. Just a second. Just a second. Check with this, everyone. Mhm. One second. Okay. Check with this, right? Yes, everyone. Right. Python core and advanced, about 60 to 70 hours, 2 months duration. 5,000 is the course fee. UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Django framework around 15 applications will be developing, Flask framework, MySQL and a project. So here Python, only Python, it's 5,000 is the course fee. Yes. UI technologies, HTML, all this and Django framework, Flask, MySQL project. From these topics 2 to 6 also it takes around 70 hours. Python for 70 hours, frameworks for 70 hours, 140 hours. Python for 2 months, frameworks for 2 months, totally 4 months. Python 5,000, framework 7,000. If you're taking the entire package, the single payment, it is 10,000, right? If you're taking separately, this is the but and let me make it clear about the timings of this batch before you go with the payment process. First 1 week, it will be starting at 7 p.m. After 1 week, the timing of this batch will be, it starts at 8 p.m. The offerings from my side, live session videos, soft copy of class notes, assignments or tasks, WhatsApp group, resumes and interview questions, live interactive hands-on sessions, 300 plus code examples, 15 plus applications, develop creations, right? Any queries you got tomorrow also, everyone can attend the session, same timing, same link you can follow, right, for tomorrow's class. Yes, tomorrow we'll be entering into the technicals of Python. Okay, any queries you got, you can unmute, you can ask your queries or you can type your queries in the chat. From tomorrow, we'll be seeing interactive
This is for
sessions.
Monday to Friday, right?
Classes will be from Monday to Friday.
And Wednesday is all day, right?
Yes, Wednesday is all day, be off of Vinayak Chavithi, right? Wednesday is all day. So tomorrow you can attend the session with the same link, same timing. After tomorrow's class, the link will be changing, right? We're supposed to get enrolled for getting the new link and for getting the videos to your Google Drive, for getting the notes to your mail, and for getting added to the WhatsApp group, right? Yes. Fine. Tomorrow, same link, same timings. Everyone you can follow to see more discussion on this. From tomorrow onwards, everyone you can unmute and you can ask, you can during the sessions, interactive sessions. For every statement I type, you people will be responding through voice and through short panel, right? Fine. Today, just we are seeing that the execution modes installations, right? Any other queries, anyone, right? Okay. So if I'm, yes.
No. Thank you.
Fine. So if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time, same link. Thank you all for your time. Right. Bye. Good night.